Good morning, respected employers, my HR fraternity friends and colleagues, and other functional fraternity friends and colleagues. Today I am going to speak about something which is very much in call, in one word, retention. Every corporate organizations, whether be at plant level or corporate level, is struggling to retain people. Now, if we look little depth on it, and which I want to go little depth on it, is retention means keeping people in the organization for a long time so that people does not leave the organization. Fine, but people we take in has their own sweet will, have their own will, and on over which nobody has control. It is his thinking, his will, whether he will stay or stay not. Now the question is, what is the root? If we look back or go to the root, we are recruiting people or we are acquisitioning people within the framework of organization where very many people are working driven by wherever it is their vision, mission and objectives of the organization. I said in my earlier videos many times that vision, mission has to be realistic, has to be followed in letter and spirit, but right from the top management, and top management comes first to follow those which they frame out and signs off. Unless that is done, down the line, it has got no value, it's a piece of paper only. So it has to follow from the top to the grassroots level, and these two words, vision and mission, are to be translated into action in such a way by and through the HR fraternity and other functional fraternities with the support of top management, so that organizational composition is proper in terms of culture, in terms of environment, in terms of practices, in terms of principles, in terms of whatever may be within the organization. If that is there, then at least 40% of retention drive is already done. If that is not there, then there is problem, there is challenge. So we have to look back the root, as I said, to the vision, mission, statement and conformance to that. Second is when we recruit people or during the acquisition process, it is ideally so, it is fact, it is essential also, employers does not disclose the hidden perspectives or the negatives or the challenges or the threats or the weaknesses of the organization in front of the candidate. There are a lot of reasons for not doing that. It should not be done because then hiring will be difficult. At the same time, for the candidate also, it is not possible during the interview process to know what is going inside the organization in terms of what I said, culture, conflict, so on and so forth. So the question comes of adaptability and making adapted. That is where another point of retention comes, that is orientation and induction. If again I go back, vision, mission is the roadmap for every employee to follow during their employment in the organization, then by default all other policies, practices, principles as laid down or brought down in a deductive process from the vision mission are same for all, and in that case conflict etc differences arises less, environment remains conducive, and by retention also becomes easier, employee becomes comfortable to get adapted. Here the challenge of HR fraternity is very high because a newcomer is a newcomer. He is a newborn baby in the organization. He does not know anything of the organization, what is going on inside at the upper level, at the mid level, at the ground level, and undercurrent as well. There are undercurrents in organizations which almost many people does not understand or does not appreciate or does not look into, and that's a very big killer as far as retention perspective is concerned. If so, to say on one point I have said vision mission following in letter and spirit from top down. Second I said orientation and induction. Induction has to be so that an employee is comfortable. Until and unless he is comfortable with the organization, he is not adapted to the organization, induction is not over. It may take time. For some people it is very quickly, for some people it may take time. That depends on his mentor, his boss, his peers, his subordinates, so and so forth. So the HR fraternity has a big role in making them adaptive to the organization, acceptable to all the people at peer level, junior level, or senior level, or top management across the organization. This is another point of retention. Third point is, are they allowed to perform? Because they have been carrying their experiences from other industries, and carry forward is a normal tendency of human being. Often it is seen that carry forward experience, carry forward practices may not work, but people mindset many a time, many individuals, many employees tries to impose upon or tries to practice whatever they have carried forward. So in that also HR fraternity has to give some inputs to him, what he has learned in other industries, what he has practiced in other industries, what he has followed in other industries may not be 100% applicable in the present organization. That gap has to be identified very carefully in the process of training need identification, and newcomers has to give an opportunity for training and development to start with, as also opportunity to for personal development at the same time to cope with the role. That is another point. Fourth point is, yes, there are practices in organization in a mechanical process. See, process a checklist what retention policy we have. But I have tried to go back to the root, what I have shared just now. We have to take care of those also to put into practice the whatever is checklist we have as a retention policy. Now, whatever an incumbent is looking in the organization, what he will join us, he looks at opportunity for growth, because growth is only paradigm which an individual looks forward growth from of very many angles: horizontal growth, vertical growth, compensation benefits growth, personal development, and recreation, their own grievances to be handled, and effective boss and leader. In this point, I'd like to highlight that retention in the retention process, besides and apart from what top management does and what HR fraternity does, boss or the leader has a big role. There are statistics that almost 50 to 60% attrition or retention failure comes from the bosses or the leaders above them. They have that in that case, there should be a feedback mechanism which is already in practice in many organizations. That feedback mechanism has to be strong enough and the frequency has to be very much closer, so that every change in any environment or in any climate or any culture is affecting the retention purpose. So retention is a very big challenge across the organization. Each and every individual has to be catalytic, has to be very much comfortable to accept a newcomer, and a newcomer has to adapt with the environment whatever he has, and he has to change himself, because there is a saying, one has to change himself, world is not going to change for him. So both the side, organizational change, at organization level change as also individual change, both has to come together to make the retention successful. And retention is not a mechanical process, it is a psycho-behavioral process as well. And psycho-behavioral process works much more than what the functions are or the job roles are or the capability or the other factors are. If somebody has capability level but he does not have the capacity to adapt, capacity to adjust psychologically and behaviorally, probably retention will be a very big task. And organizations, to my mind, has to look into depth of or retention in a larger perspective, in a macro perspective, not only limiting to activities in the checklist. Saying this, I would request, in the description part I have given some more details regarding this. Hopefully I have tried to convince my audience to appreciate the need of going into the depth of the organization. At the same time, human psychology, human behavior and cultural factors as well in the organization, environmental factors as well in the organization, in the process of retention. So retention, saying in easy, retention is a very big task, and if retention is not there, cost to the company is going to be higher. In my next video, I will discuss about attrition. In that, again the first question of retention will come. Thank you very much.